What's up, you guys? It's Jade Flury here with Fox 26 News, and we have a very special guest today. She is a powerhouse in the hospitality and nightlife industry, entrepreneur, CEO, event curator, BookedbyMolo in the building. I know many people already know who you are, but for those who don't, you guys, this is the visionary behind Selective Group and Blueprint Hospitality, which includes Kiss Vibe Dining, the Sunrise House, Gazebo Seafood House, and Atlas Ultra Lounge. So, Molo, first things first, you are juggling a lot of things. What is the key to keeping these businesses afloat and just kind of managing everything?
Starbucks. When you have something that you love to do, it just flows. So I love hospitality. So I'm just like up every day, like what I'm gonna do next. Where's my 3-month calendar? Where's my 6-month calendar? And I just love it.
We just listed some of those event venues. Can you talk about kind of each of them and what is unique about them, what they bring to Houston that other places don't have?
So just starting off with the Sunrise House, which is one of my favorite concepts that I feel like is here now in Houston. I love breakfast. I've always loved breakfast. I've always loved brunch. So just being able to create a brunch menu was so much fun. Like we have a breakfast sushi. Like, where do you get a breakfast sushi from? It just came off the top of my head, and just to see it come to life was amazing. We have a breakfast fried rice. I love hibachi. So those were one of my 2 favorite things on the Sunrise House menu. Let's talk about Gazebo.
Yes.
Gazebo, seafood. I love the seafood concept.
So good.
So good. So just a boil, with the noodles in it. We have like a lot of signature drinks that's really, really dope that I came up with. The Texas 75 is really good. It's like a iced tea and it has tequila in it. I just like to do menus. I like to curate menus and just, put it all together and just kind of give different items that nobody else has.
So it's one of those things that like you kind of come up with the idea and then bring the vision to life.
There we go. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, 100%. So what I try to do is I try to make sure that we have at least 3 things on the items that nobody else has in Houston. Gotcha. And I feel like that's what would keep us separated from everybody else.
And what are some of the biggest lessons that you've learned in the hospitality or nightlife industry?
I think that customer service is very, very important.
I got a text message last week, and the first thing he said, I'm about to read it.
Whoever my waitress is sorry. We've been waiting on her to come back to the bottom room with some waters.
I always try to have meetings with my staff to let my staff know, hey, this is an experience. I want people to come in. I want people to enjoy themselves.
Y'all go back and check on y'all customers. Are y'all good? Pour some shots. Do y'all need some waters? Do y'all need some Red Bulls? It's simple. It's easy.
So I just try to always make sure that my staff knows that customer service is like the number 1 thing on my list. 100%.
It'll make or break a place.
It will.
And the reason I wanted to interview you is because I had a conversation with Slim Thug, and I was asking him, like, who are some people I should interview? Who is the most influential woman in Houston? And he said Molo.
What?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm flattered.
And I was like over the city council women and over the city leaders, and he was like, yes, Molo, you gotta get her here.
That is so, oh my God, I love Slim. Slim is always, he's such a supportive person in Houston. He comes to all of my restaurants, he comes to all of my events, and it's just always good to see how Houston it's just been supporting me since day one.
And kind of backtracking, can you tell us how you started? Because I remember you said, like, on Instagram, you started as a door girl, I believe.
I did start as a door girl. I used to work for the Goodfellas. I was their door girl for probably about 5 years. I used to work at Belvedere. I just was the number 1 door girl in the city. And I'm like, you know what? I think I can do what y'all doing. So I threw one party. And that one party was on a Tuesday, and it was at a place called Rose Gold.
I remember that place.
Yes, and it was R&B Tuesdays, and that one party became where I'm at today. It blew up. And ever since I started doing that one event, I just started doing my own events. I stopped working the door, and I just became a promoter. and I loved it. Like, I love putting events together. I love seeing people have fun. I love just, being able to be the person to give someone else a good time.
Would you say that one party was your big break?
1,000%. It was definitely my big break. I feel like I appreciate the people that supported me when I was a door girl, because now they support me at all my events, which is always good and fun.
Fast forward, you started as a door girl and now you're curating events for like Lil Baby, Future, James Harden.
That's how we come to Houston Experience Room for Future and Metro. We trust you tour.
Yeah, how do you get those celebrity relationships and how is it working with those type of people?
It's very, very fun, and to be honest with you, it's about just doing good business. A lot of people around me have taught me that good business really takes you far. So I try to always make sure, no matter if it's a celebrity, if it's a regular person, I will honestly say it's so much fun with working with just not only celebrities, but just with our local people here in Houston.
What is some of the biggest challenges with working with A-list celebrities?
They want it done right then and right now, but I don't fold under pressure. So that's always good. They can call you on a Monday and their event is on a Wednesday. So it's like working with celebrities, they're always on the go. Mm-hmm. So they'll call you and say, hey, I need to have an event in 48 hours. But I love that, because then it's like, it gets me going. It's like a rush, like, okay, I got to get this done. So, and I always get the job done.
Can you give us an example of somebody who's called you like last minute, like, hey, we need this party, 48 hours, 24 hours?
Lil Baby. So I just did a 6-city tour with Lil Baby.
I saw that.
And it was so much fun. He is so easygoing and easy to work with. His team is amazing. I had to leave for New York on a Thursday, and he called me on Monday. When he called, he's like, hey, my album about to drop. I need to get, some events going on to promote my album. I'm like, let's do it.
Day one of tour, I had to overnight some tables for the experience room.
And so I didn't have no event space. I didn't have a venue. I didn't have no decorations. I had nothing.
They don't see the actual labor work that go into this.
Wow, and you got it done.
And I got it done. I did New York, I did Miami, I did Houston, and it was just so much fun.
That's so awesome. I saw some of the videos too. It looked amazing.
Thank
and it was
you.
packed out.
It was packed out. Every city was packed out. I think my favorite city was actually Atlanta, though, where he's from.
Yep.
His city is like very, very supportive. So many people was there, and Atlanta was one of my favorite cities.
And I consider you kind of the queen of nightlife. So can you tell us what makes Houston nightlife different from the other cities?
Houston, we have great food. We have great energy. We have a good culture. Like, the music here is great. I feel like our shows, when the bottles come out, we try to make it fun. And that's one thing that I do love about my city. I feel like it's so many, and not just only me, but just all the other promoters, Goodfellas, A-Life, Jay Mulan. It's so many other people that's here that makes it fun as one. Houston is like no other city.
It
like,
really is.
It's not like who has hibachi on the back of the club. Like, it's just so much dope stuff that we have here in Houston that you just don't see nowhere else.
We talked about Selective Group earlier. You are the CEO and founder. When you are looking for bottle girls and waitresses, what qualities are you looking for?
Again, good customer service and hustle. With Selective Group, my waitresses have to give good customer service, because you have a customer and a client that's coming in and they're spending $2,000 to $3,000, maybe sometimes $5,000 on bottle service. You have to be able to make that person, have a good time, pour shots. Bring out a good presentation for their bottles. Like, have fun and just enjoy being in that great environment.
And I have seen that your bottle girls are raking in the bucks, and they've even started some of their own businesses while still doing bottle service. Mm-hmm. How does that feel to contribute to their dream?
So I always try teach my girls, hey, bottle service is not what you want to do for the rest of your life. It's something that is just temporary. So just always make sure you have a second hustle. And I'm going to always support your second hustle. Don't judge me. I'm getting my hair done right now. But it's by one of my waitresses. I try to encourage my waitresses to always have a second hustle. These girls are talented and they're smart, and I always try to teach them, you save your bottle service money and you invest it in your real dreams. Because that's what I did. When I was a promoter, I was literally just saving my money. And finally, I took all that money and I invested it in my restaurants and my business. So everything that I taught myself, I try to teach my waitresses.
And I follow some of your girls on Instagram. I don't want to get into too much numbers, but I will say I've seen one bring in like 6 figures. So I'm like,
oh yeah,
do I might need to get the Spartans to get out there too?
They make a lot of money, and one thing I can say, they have been saving their money. They have great cars, good apartments. So I always try to make sure that I teach my girls, you know, the importance of life.
And nightlife is usually kind of a male-dominated industry, so how is it to be a female having to do these types of gigs and events?
Hey, come here. Baby, this man got a $10,000 table. I need him in.
It can get challenging. It can really get challenging.
Y'all, I need y'all to back up. Right here. Give me 2 seconds. I got all my tables here at once, y'all. Everybody.
It's times where I had a breakdown. It's times where I cried. I'm like, I'm just a girl. So I always just, you know, try to remember the end game. And the end game is, you know, is just to be successful. I got 35, 40, you know, waitresses and staff, so I can't fold. I gotta always just stay down and just know, you know, I gotta get the job done.
And you have so much going on right now, but what can you give us a secret sneak peek of some of your future plans?
I'm gonna give you just a little sneak. Just know that you will see Sunrise House in one of the airports. I'm not going to tell you which one, Intercontinental or Hobby Airport, but just know when you go to the airport, you will see the Sunrise House very soon.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. And kind of just looking back again, if you could give your younger self advice, what would you say to young Molo?
Relationships is worth more than money. I feel like I burnt a lot of bridges when I was younger because I didn't value a lot of relationships, but learning that relationships is very important in this business.
And then I guess my last question is what advice would you give to women who want to be their own boss or want to be their own entrepreneur?
Never stop and keep going. You have to keep going. Entrepreneurship is not easy. It's hard.
Not for the weak.
It is not for the weak. I don't think this is no joke. Putting it up, taking it down. Just keep going. You can't give up. You have to wake up and just try again and don't stop. And that's what I try to instill in myself. Like, okay, I have a team and these people depend on me. So it's like I can't give up. These girls look up to me. My staff look up to me. I have so many people that I have to make sure, you know, take care of their family and take care of themselves. So, you know, my team is the reason why I go so hard.
That's some good advice. That's some great advice. You guys heard it here first on Fox 26. Booked by Molo in the building. Thank you again for stopping by.
No problem.